Welcome to Cool Tunes for a Hot Planet, the podcast that uses music to inspire us in the struggle against climate change. Songs to warm your soul so you can help cool the world. Hi, welcome back to Cool Tunes for a Hot Planet. I'm your co-host, Joanna Rush, and this is...
your co-host, Seth Wilpan.
Who's also my husband. We're members of Third Act, which is a nonprofit started by award-winning author, activist, educator, Bill McKibben. Third Act is for people who are in their third act and want to do something about climate and democracy, do a lot about climate and democracy. So Seth got the email from Third Act first and then sent it to me.
Because I was too busy.
Third Act sounded really great. Now, usually the way I think about where I am in the aging process is how far along I am in becoming who I am. But technically, I'm old, like Joe Biden old. So Third Act was really a gift. Third Act respects old people, likes old people. I mean, yeah, and there's a place, we feel like there's a place for us here, right?
Old is the new young.
It's the second episode, but it's the first for us. So it's great to have you back with us.
So why exactly are we here?
Because this podcast, Cool Tunes for a Hot Planet, is the mission is to use music to inspire and engage people in climate and democracy action.
Well, as evidenced in the DNC, right?
Oh my God.
That music played, that people energized.
It was so perfect. And I have seen on TikTok, they juxtapose the DNC and another convention. The roll call at the DNC with the DJ and all the different songs for every state and Lil Jon, and it was amazing. A party. And the other one,
Georgia, 54 votes.
Thank you, delegates.
How do you vote?
right. And the music side was like, oh my God, so motivated, and it just goes to show how important music is. This next song says it all about what's going on, and it says it in such a joyful way. It really kind of makes me want to dance. And it's Roy Zimmerman and Laura Love, and the song is called My Vote, My Voice, My Right.
Way back when they said all men,
They met every wealthy European male.
so back then to vote required being white and being rich and being male. They said you can't vote if you got no property. You can't vote if you're not free. You can't vote if you are a woman, 'cause you got no stake in democracy. Year by year, people have to wonder what the Declaration must have meant. By all men, clearly it was time for an electoral adjustment. And they won the vote for those who had no property. Won the vote for those who'd been free. Won the vote for women, and they wrote it down, it was guaranteed. They all said it's my vote, you can't deny it. My voice, can't take it away. My right, I won't be quiet. It's my vote, my voice, my right. My vote, my voice, my right. Well, the rights are right, but without a fight it can evaporate and float away. And by night, people came a creeping and they tried to take the vote away. They said, you can't vote, you haven't paid the poll tax. You can't vote, you can't pass the exam. You can't vote for fear of retribution. And the people stood up and said, well damn, it's my vote, you can't deny who want you not to vote. They're saying you can't vote, they're throwing away your ballot. You can't vote, they're purging the rolls. You can't vote, they took away your mailbox. You can't vote, they're rigging the courts. Say you're gonna use it, say you'll never lose it. And if they ask you whose it is, just say it's my vote. It's my voice. My right. It's my vote, my voice, my right. 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 My vote, my voice, my right.
My vote, my voice, my right. Hi, I'm Roy Zimmerman. I wrote this song with my wife and co-writer, Melanie Harvey. And thanks, first of all, for featuring this song on this podcast. This is something that Melanie and I believe in deeply, a place to talk about songs and their impact on the world, on politics and on our social scene and on the world too. This is what we do with our Substack blog, A Mighty Little Song. We get the chance to talk about the history of the song and why we wrote the song. That's just what we're doing right here. And that's where this song is so important, My Vote, My Voice, My Right. We wrote it in response to a commission. There was a filmmaker in San Francisco by the name of Stephen Armsey who was doing a film on voting rights, which apparently is still an issue. It's like a lot of these social justice issues, social justice fight is over and over and over and over and over, right? Because we're refighting a lot of these fights that we thought we had actually won. Stephen wanted a song that kind of detailed the history of voting rights in this country and kind of abuses of voting rights as well. So that was our bailiwick, really, because we talk about history a lot in our songs. We like to work analysis into our songs. We had a lot of funny songs. We've got a lot of Trump material because it takes a lot of material to cover that guy. But this song is less sort of a potshot kind of a song and more of a song that analyzes the voting rights issue over history too, and it takes it back to all men, the Declaration. We, way back when we said all men, we meant every wealthy European male, right? And this song kind of talks about the progress toward a more perfect union as we expand those voting rights to more and more people, and we expand our vision of democracy to more and more people. This song has been sung by many choirs across the country too, and many rallies and all. So it's doing the work that we love to think these songs do. Songs do work in the world, and I think you'll agree with that. Then I hope you agree with that when you hear the song. Thanks. My vote, my voice, my right. Roy Zimmerman, my lovely wife and collaborator, Melanie Harvey. Thanks.
Oh, thank you, Roy Zimmerman and everyone. That was so fabulous, and it really made me want to do the shim sham. That's what they were doing on those tap boards there. So great.
I'd like to welcome you all to the Democratic National Convention roll call.
So music is the spirit, but our focus is to be uplifting, energizing, activating. The way music moves you, we want to move you with news, good news, ways you can be more effectively active, things that'll get you going, motivated, rather than drag you down into depression.
Who's going to tell him that the job he's currently seeking might just be one of those black jobs?
The DNC thing was so...
With crowd size.
It was like coming through a dark, dark tunnel and then boom.
Accept your nomination to be president.
A good model for how that works.
Yeah. Another thing I liked about that model is that instead of trying to persuade people with fear, that it was motivating people with love.
Joy.
What were your favorite musical parts?
Well, I liked Pink, I have to say, but I think my favorite, if you call it musical, was the two little kids teaching us how to say, comma, la, comma, la, comma, la.
Like la 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 la. Yeah.
What about you?
I love the roll call. That just, wow. It just got me like up on my feet. It was just great. And having been through so many dozens and dozens of conventions before, it was really inspiring. My favorite thing, aside from, a non-musical favorite thing, I think everybody. Gus. Oh my God. That's my dad. Somebody should set that to music. No, he already did. He just did. That was awesome.
Which I may, parenthetically, I think the vulnerability and love that Gus portrayed is exactly what, I don't want to say the other side, but what some elements of society are afraid of and trying to protect themselves from.
The one that really, really touched my heart was, I can't even hardly say it because it was so important to me, was the Chicks singing the Star Spangled Banner a cappella. I just thought about all the crap they've been through for expressing themselves politically a while ago, and how they were ostracized and blacklisted and threatened and called unpatriotic. And here they were facing each other, looking at each other, seeing each other, and hearing each other, listening and harmonizing. And it felt so patriotic, and so that this is a way our country really wants to go, and that they embodied it. That was big. And I had a pile of tissues next to me from crying and laughing and crying and laughing. How about you?
I did not have a pile of tissues. I had your pile of tissues next to me.
This next song, Vote for Mom, is a collaboration between Pearlie Ray Gates in Texas and Harriet, Jerusha on Cape Cod. And it's called Vote for Mom.
Scared about November, don't know what to do. Gonna find a copacetic crew, have some fun while we turn the map blue. Vote for Mom and Mother Earth too. Gonna reach out before it's too late. Make a lot of friends in a few swing states. Postcard, phone bank, knock on doors. Turn out the vote like never before. Don't wanna wake up in a police state. Gotta register to vote before it's too late. Vote by mail, be a trendsetter. Deliver the letter, the sooner the better. Climate's on the line, what else we got to lose? Freedom to vote, freedom to choose, freedom to love and speak our truth. Pray how we wanna pray, say what we wanna say. No matter where we come from, we got one sky, one constitution, one declaration says we're free from batshit crazy monarchy. Don't wanna wake up in a police state. Gotta register to vote before it's too late. Up ballot, down ballot, color it blue. Vote for Mom and Mother Earth too. Vote for Mom, vote, vote, vote for Mom, vote, vote, vote for Mom, vote, vote, vote for Mom and Mother Earth too.
When I wrote this song in early July, I was much more scared about November than I am now. Vote for Mom is a love song for all our moms, our sisters, our daughters. biological or otherwise, but it's also a rallying cry to get out the vote for Mother Nature and all her kiddos who cannot vote, but whose futures depend on this election. And I was thinking, what could possibly get Americans together in 2024 and down to the polls? How about Mom and apple pie? The song was triggered by 3 a.m. desperation, inspired by the girl groups of the 60s, and realized thanks to thirdact.org and the Cool Tune crew. Special thanks to Pearly Gates, Rick Arnoldi, and all the polecats who helped to create this music video. Thanks for listening and watching. May we all find the copacetic cruise of our dreams.
Hey all, my name is Pearly Ray Gates, and I'm sure glad you're here. It was a short while ago I met Harriet, and pretty soon she asked me if I'd like to collaborate with her on Vote for Mom. She sent over the tracks she had done and said, have fun with it. And I sure did. I love the lyrics and the whole light feel of the tune. It was a pleasure to work on it, and it's been great to work with Harriet. A true collaboration. Listen, I hope you all will vote after you hear all this, and please tell your family, tell your friends to check that they are registered. You can do that now online. It's real easy and quick. And everybody get out the vote. Adios.
I've been working for years in musical theater, many times in association with Tony-nominated Broadway director and Third Act member Lynn Taylor-Corbett. Lynn is going to introduce us to a song from her new musical, Distant Thunder, which has an all-Native American cast and starts previews at Amos Musical Theater in New York City on September 25th.
Hello, my name is Lynn Taylor-Corbett, and I'm a longtime third actor, here proud to present my son, Sean, who is going to introduce our contribution to this wonderful event. Thank you.
Okay, nixukoax nistu anikok ichpiok sistakum. Hello, my relatives. My name is Distant Thunder, also known as Sean Taylor-Corbett. I'm a mixed race artist, actor, performer, and producer, and advocate for my community, the Blackfeet Nation. Indigenous communities and nations around the world are always at the forefront in protecting our earth, and it's essential that we listen to them to find balance again with the earth and for our survival. This next song we want to present for you, called Hold On from Distant Thunder, is co-written by myself and Chris Wiseman and encourages the main character to hold on to the core of his identity, his language, his land, and his tribal community.
It's like we had wings and we could fly away. I wonder who I would be if I had stayed. Since I've been gone, so much has changed, and I'm sure there's still so much change I have left to endure. If I can hold on, I know hope will find me tonight.
During Indian days, the voices would sing. I still hear the beat of the drums. We were lost in the dance.
We'll hold on to the memories tonight.
We've been talking about the importance of the upcoming election for the sake of protecting the earth. And of course, way before we started thinking about climate change, the indigenous people of this land were working to protect the earth. A lot of people who claim that climate is their number one issue don't vote. The best action we could take right now is to make sure people get out and vote, especially people who will vote for the party that's going to protect the environment.
I'm very aware, I think we're all aware that November 5th isn't the ending, that returns.
Our eyes are going to be on the returns once again. So I think everybody's focus right now is the election, of course, because the best thing we can do in terms of to support the climate movement, among other things, is to get the right people elected to office.
And it's a little scary because I think we're all hearing the stories about the fake electors and things and all the dirty tricks that could be going on, that are going on. But it's kind of heartening that there are, I don't know the numbers, but a ginormous number of lawyers that are right in there fighting every single day, like Mark Elias from the Democracy Docket has gazillions of lawyers.
County-wide and other localities that have to certify the election are threatening not to certify the election. So they're doing a lot of work to, starting now, putting pressure on them to let them know that it's illegal and that there'll be consequences.
First, we have to vote. We have to make sure our friends vote. I think that when Michelle Obama said, do something, I think that's another thing. We're doing something right here. And the song is by Seth Handelman, and it's called The Returns. So in terms of doing something,
let's hear it.
The cowboy and the rapper standing at the end of the line. The housewife and the hippie were not far behind. Snaking through the polling place, steady as she goes, relentless and determined. Watch them as they go. And the fallen riders are singing, 'cause their dream has come true. It seems they did not die in vain, 'cause the returns are coming through. Days when barriers would fall and enemies would walk as one, regardless of their call. There's a celebration rising, electricity on the line, as the cowboy and the rapper are leading us to Hollywood and Vine. And the fallen riders are singing, 'cause their dreams have come true. It seems they did not die in vain, 'cause the returns are coming through. The cowboy and the rapper standing clear and tall. The housewife and the hippie feel the magic of it all. And it don't matter the outcome, whatever is just fine, 'cause justice rules the moment now, and this moment grows with time, and the fallen riders are singing 'cause their dream has come true. It seems they did not die in vain, 'cause the returns are coming through. Yes, it seems they did not die in vain, 'cause the returns are coming through. Hello, I'm Seth Handelman, and I wrote the Returns to celebrate our win back in 2020 when people came out in droves despite long lines and delays to exercise their right to vote. The inspiration for this song was the scene I saw on TV during that election week of folks being interviewed at the back of a long line. There was a fellow there with a cowboy hat that was expressing his exuberance over the fact that people of all types were coming out and making an effort to vote. Then I brought in the images from the 1964 Freedom Summer voter registration drive in Mississippi because we are facing much the same obstacles to voting today that they were doing back then. And I wanted to remind the older folks and inform the young people that once upon a time, there was a generation of 20-somethings that fought and won some battles for voter rights. I believe we can recapture that youthful spirit once again to face the obstacles hurled at us and motivate people to vote. Finally, I feel we need to remember and honor Andrew Goodman, James Chaney, and Michael Schwerner, who gave their lives back in 1964 so that others could exercise their right to vote. And I feel the best way that we can honor them is for us to go out and get out the vote. So thanks for listening, and now back to the hosts.
So great. And what a way to go out, right? Yeah. By the way, there are links. You will see links at the end of this.
How to contact us, whatever else we can think of to point you at.
Right. Like if you want to send anything to us, music or whatever, we're at Cool Tunes #4.
It'll be
Hot Planet. It'll be on there.
And you can send, it's a vodcast, so the graphics are good and pictures, visual, in addition to music.
Yeah, and thanks again for being here.
Right.
Bye.